It was the kind of night that clings to your memory like sweat on skin, thick, suffocating, wrong. July 13th, 1966. Chicago simmered under a heavy summer blanket, the air so humid it felt like breathing through wet gauze. Streetlights cast long, wavering shadows down East 100th Street, inside a quiet brick dormitory, just a short walk from South Chicago Community. Hospitalate young women were winding down after another long day. They wore white uniforms by day, but now, in the safety of their shared home, they were just girls, brushing their hair, folding laundry, talking about boyfriends, exams, the future. None of them could have known that in a few short hours, their names would echo through American history not as healers or students, but as victims of one of the nation's most brutal mass murders. Just before 11 p.m., a knock came at the front door. Not urgent, not frantic, just there. Standing on the porch was a mantle, unshaven, eyes glassy with drink. He said his name was John, and he was looking for a girl named Mary. There was no Mary in that house, but Richard Speck didn't leave. He pushed his way inside, and from that moment, time fractured. He pulled a switchblade inches of cold, gleaming steel and told them to get on the floor, calmly, almost casually. Speck wasn't a stranger to violence. He was a drifter with a rap sheet of theft and rage. But tonight was different. Tonight, he wasn't just lashing out, he was hunting. One by one, he bound their wrists with strips torn from bedsheets. He lined them up like dolls, ordered them silent, watched their eyes dart searching for hope that wouldn't come, and then he began. He took them not all at once, but slowly, room by room, victim by victim. He didn't just kill them, he played with them. He forced some to watch, made others beg, whispered threats that curdled the air. When Patricia Matusek pleaded, "We won't tell anyone, just let us go," he backhanded her hard enough to stagger. When Suzanne Ferris prayed aloud, he laughed. When Gloria Davy fought back, he strangled her with his bare hands until her body went limp. Hours passed, the house grew quieter. Blood pooled on hardwood floors. A clock ticked in the hall, were relentless, indifferent. 7 were dead, but the 8th Corazon Amorao was still breathing. As Speck looted purses and lounged like he owned the place, Cora slipped beneath a metal-framed bed. She pressed her body flat, tucked her knees to her chest, and stopped breathing or tried to. Every heartbeat thundered in her ears. Every footstep sent ice through her veins. He walked right past her hiding spot, boots inches from her fingertips. She didn't move, didn't blink, didn't pray. She was too terrified even for that. 3 hours. She lay there, surrounded by the silence of the dead, waiting for a monster to return or leave. And finally he did leave. Just before dawn, Speck walked out the front door, convinced he'd killed them all. Cora waited until sunrise, then crawled out that window. Barefoot, cut her feet on gravel, and ran, screaming. He killed them all. Police found a scene so horrific, seasoned detectives turned away and wept. But Cora's testimony led them straight to Speck caught 2 days later in a rooming house. Blood on his shirt, bragging he'd done 8 girls. He died in prison in 1991, never repentant, but we remembered the 8 Gloria, Patricia, Nina Pamela, Suzanne, Marianne, Melina, Valentina. This wasn't horror fiction. This was real, and if you listen closely, you can still hear that knock at the door.